If you play the violin, then you can be part of the Violin Orchestra. What's unique about the Violin Orchestra is that it's for every age and level. Each piece we play is arranged for different experience levels, so you can always find a part that you're comfortable with. We rehearse in London, England, but you can take part from wherever you are in the world, by practicing along with our digital tracks and sheet music. Then you can join in with the live rehearsal sessions on Zoom, and participate digitally in our live concerts. You'll make new friends straight away when you join the Violin Orchestra, because you'll be collaborating with people who share your creativity, curiosity, and love of great music. You'll be amazed how easy it is to be part of an incredible sound, when the notes you're playing are tailored to your current level of technique. The less you need to think about how you're playing, the more you can tune in to what's going on around you, and be part of making music together. Your friends and family will be amazed and delighted when they come to the concert, or tune into the show on YouTube, and see you playing violin with true professionalism. But most of all, you'll feel an incredible sense of accomplishment when you step off the stage for the first time, knowing that you've been part of a compelling performance that's had a real impact on everyone who's heard it. And if it's your first time, don't worry, we'll show you everything you need to know about how to show up on stage and give a great performance as part of the orchestra. The Violin Orchestra has been performing twice a year since 2012 under the guidance and leadership of two of England's most renowned violinists, Simon Hewitt-Jones, who conducts the orchestra, and David Warswick, who arranges the music and plays piano. They are available throughout each project to guide and advise you on every aspect of playing in the orchestra. We believe that music making should be accessible for everyone, therefore participation in the Violin Orchestra is by donation. You also have the option to upgrade to a violin school term pass, which includes participation in all the violin ensembles, which also perform in the Violin Orchestra concerts. Here's everything that's included in the project. Once you register, you'll be given complimentary violin school membership for the duration of the orchestra project, so you can download all of the sheet music and practice materials that you need. You'll get instant access to the violin school library, featuring thousands of resources including graded sheet music, practice tools, and our digital practice player. You'll also be able to log into Violin School's social learning network, so you can connect with all the other violinists who'll be playing with you in the orchestra. The sheet music for the Violin Orchestra is created especially for each project by David Warswick from Violin School. A few weeks before the first rehearsal, the scores and parts will be uploaded to the Learning Network, with backing tracks for you to play along with, so you can start practicing the music before the first rehearsal. There are 4 different levels to choose from. Violin 1 and Violin 2 parts are similar to the level you'd find in a symphony orchestra, and more experienced players usually rotate between these parts. Violin 3 is in first position only, and is suitable for beginner or intermediate players. Violin 4 is a simple first position part that mainly uses open strings and first fingers, and is perfect for anyone who's learning how to play in an orchestra for the first time. You can try out each part using the backing tracks, and decide which level is right for you. We always recommend starting with a part that's easier than what you could play, because then you don't need to think too hard about your technique. Instead, by choosing a simpler part, you will be able to focus much more easily on playing effectively as part of the group, which is what it's all about. As you become more familiar with the music and the ensemble, you can move up to a different part whenever you need more of a challenge. Once you've had a look at the music, the next step is to join in with the practice sessions where we prepare the music for each project. This usually starts with a series of Zoom practice sessions, a few weeks in advance of the first concert. Then, for a couple of weeks before the concerts begin, the orchestra will meet in London, England on Saturday afternoons, that's Saturday morning in North American time zones, and Saturday evening for European and Middle Eastern time zones. You can join in with these sessions from anywhere via webcam, or if you are able to come and visit, we'll be delighted to welcome you at our rehearsal space in central London. Then it's concert time. There is usually one concert in London, then for some projects, the orchestra will travel to other places for further performances. If it's your first time taking part, we will also give you a full training in performance skills, so that you know exactly what to do, when. By the time of the concert, you'll have carefully trained your intuition so that you can play the orchestra music accurately, almost without thinking about it. That's what will help you to listen deeply and become absorbed by the sound of the orchestra around you, and to set you free to make music and give incredible performances together. The Violin Orchestra makes it possible for everyone of every age and level to be part of an amazing musical experience. So come and join us today, and be part of a very special community of musicians. If you're an intermediate or advanced player working to a level of at least grade 5 or above, then we strongly recommend joining with a term pass. This gives you access to the full program of ensembles and workshops at our Saturday Violin Hub, as well as to the orchestra itself. If you're new to the violin, or you've only been playing for a couple of years, you may wish to consider joining Violin School's graded sequence of violin courses, which will give you a thorough training in all aspects of violin technique, music and performance skills. If you'd like to play just in the main violin orchestra pieces, then you can join the project with a donation that's affordable for you. We have a recommended donation level that reflects the cost of delivering a top-quality production, but if you are genuinely unable to afford the recommended rate, then just contribute what you can towards the cost of your participation. Or, if you are in a position to double your contribution, this will support the participation of other musicians who would otherwise be unable to take part. Thank you for your support. We're on a mission to bring the joy of music making to as many people as possible through the work of the Violin Orchestra. Maybe it's a cliché to say that music is a universal language, but there's nothing quite like a live music performance to bring people together, across cultures and borders. And in an ever more complicated and intense world, that's more important than ever. So come and join us, and be part of the Violin Orchestra. We look forward to welcoming you.